attention, attention, attention.
나는 완전 줄래. 나는 완전. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Grand Rising. What a beautiful day it is the good Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. We're in it to win it. We're in it to win it. Hope y'all had a beautiful weekend. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Nice. Well, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but October gone. I know, no, don't say that. It's okay. October gone. November is in the building. November is in the building. Government shutdown is up on us. Disclaimer real quick, this is for educational purposes only. Past profits not guarantee future results. This company does not guarantee any profit on any trading decision that you make, so be careful what you do, okay? What's going on? Thank y'all for joining. Just want to say, right, government shutdown is on us. Government shutdown is on us and it could get really crazy. So look out for your people, look out for your neighbors, look out for yourself. Thank you for coming in. Like, share, subscribe. If you're looking to figure out what it is that we do over here at Allbar Elite, you want to figure out like how we so consistent on our wins, then y'all just jump on over to allbarelite.com and click on the icon and join. Check us out. You don't necessarily join, you just pick that link. All you're doing is filling out a form, and I will get back to you personally and talk to you and just kind of see, how it's going. We got Carol in the business, in the building, Grand Rising. She's here to win it. Top of the morning. Let's go, y'all. All right, what y'all feeling like today? All right? Please hit that like button. Thanks for the love. Look like Jeff is in the building. Whenever I get that kind of love, I know Jeff is in the building. So, what up, Jeff? What's up? Let's get over here and check out some of that word of the day first. You know how I like to do it before I get started and check out anything. Word of the day is going to be John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives. I do not let your heart be troubled. And don't let fear come in. Or the word actually says, and do not be afraid. All right? Don't let fear keep up on you, and do not be afraid. John 14:27, y'all. Get that word in before we get to the charts or get to the news. Let's see what's news. In 40 minutes, we have Red 40 news for USD, and we have 25 minutes before CAD news jumps in. After that, we've got some limits and alignments, y'all. Limits and alignments all the way up until 13 hours away. AUD said they want to get to the red party, so they're going to bring it in with the little red. All right, we cool? Let's jump on over and check it out. Let me know if it's something that you want to see. And we'll take a look at it. The trades that we called last week, they did hit TP. What a way to go. I don't know what TJ's on the big doing. Just dropping back down. But it was a nick. It was a nick. Look at that. Right there. 925 in the game. Over here we had just a nick. That was at 7. Where was that at? Somewhere back on the 31st. All right, so let me know if it's something that you want to see. So we can drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot for you. Please let me know. All right. seem like I'm sounding a little funny, so let me try to adjust my sound so I can sound a little better for you. All right, let's see if this sounds any better. See if that is any better on the testing. 129786354 hut hike. All right, cool. Gold, we want some gold. We got some gold in here. All right, thank you for the A, man. Y'all can drop a TUJ in the chat if you're feeling it. If that spirit is up on you, let's hit it, let's get it. All right.
Attention. Attention. Attention.
Yeah. All right.
Attention.
That was gold.
Attention.
UJ.
Attention.
I'll take one more. Is this gold in futures or is this just regular gold? All right. Let me know what this
Attention.
That was gold.
Attention.
UJ.
Attention.
I'll take one more. Let me know what gold you want to see. If you want gold in futures, I'll take one more. Gold. Yeah, that was my T in there. Yeah. Is this gold in futures or is this just regular gold? All right. Let me know what this
Attention.
That was gold.
Attention.
UJ.
Attention.
I'll take one more. Let me know what gold you want to see. If you want gold in futures, I'll take one more. Gold. All right, so we're looking at futures. Yeah, that was looking at futures. Is this gold in futures or is this just regular gold? All right. Let me know what
Attention.
That was gold.
Attention.
UJ.
Attention.
I'll take one more. Let me know what gold you want to see. If you want gold in futures, I'll take one more. Gold. All right, so we're looking at futures. Yeah, that was looking at futures. Is this gold in futures or is this just regular gold? All right.
Attention.
Gold. Here we go.
Attention.
UJ.
Attention.
Over here. I'll take one more. Let me know what. Sorry, I had to get rid of that echo. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Why am I getting this echo from? All right, so the echo was gone. Now over here, we will grab a futures gold trade. Let's just get it on the chart. I don't know what time frame you like to trade gold in. If you want a 1 minute trade or if you want a 5 minute, doesn't really matter. You just want you a T-peasy. We'll keep it easy then. Let's do that. Let us do what we do. All right, now I'm gonna let you know gold is gonna get kind of crazy here on opening bell.
Hey, take a look.
We just got a sale over here on the Russell. Thank you. Yeah, I just figured that out. I was looking at that and seeing what was going on with that sound. I was able to fix that, so I'm glad that I was able to straighten that out. Looking right here to see if Mr. B is going to show up on the bar for gold. This would be a great move for if Mr. B shows up on the bar. Mr. B shows up. Mr. B. And I'm looking to see if we get a breakthrough on trampoline.
think this might be good for you here. All right, just let me know if that works for you. I'm just trying to get my stuff lined up. Let me get my entries and take profits on here. Just want to get them on the chart. I'm not saying that this is what I'm doing right now, but just trying to get it set up, get an entry on there. All right. And let's put a take profit on here. Looks like we're going to be looking good for the buy on go. Okay. So we're going to do this. Just want to see if we're going to get a good alert. So get ready. There's our entry on go. 4,026.4, 4,026. TP 4,028.4. 4,028 is our entry on go. I mean, and TP. So let's just leave it there. Let's rock some bells. We are in on go. We are in on go. All right, you on a 1 minute? Cool. I'm on a 1 minute with you, Carol. All right. Looking at the J. Let's check out the U to the J. Just to let y'all know, I will be transitioning over where I will probably be doing only futures trades. I don't know. I'm still looking out for the people. If y'all want some, currency pairs, still show some love.
Take a look. Take a look. Hey. Take a look. Take a look. Hey.
Lock some profiting, lock some stuff in profit on gold if you want to, because look like we are getting it. All right, over here on U to the J, what you want to say? I want to see a break. I want to see if I can get a break above me, a zone here. I may want to lock some profit in because looks like gold is getting ready to give it to you. Like gold might bring some profit home. So if we get a break here on UJ, this could be a seller. I'm looking for the move to the upside. So just kind of being patient and just waiting. All right, we just got a TP on gold. Just got a TP on gold. Somebody say rock the smells, rock the bells. Can we get a TUJ in the chat? Can we get a TUJ in the chat? Can somebody thank God on that one? Thank God, thank the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Somebody drop it. Bells will be ringing. There it is. All right. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Show some love. Show some love, y'all. Come on. Show some love. Don't give me the credit. Give it to him. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. Nothing yet. Right, we got to rock the bells. We got a TUJ. We got a TUG. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Trying to see what UJ is going to do. Not really in too much of a rush. Just gonna let it do what it do, and then go in. UJ is doing some nice consolidating right here.
Hey, take a look. Take a look. Hey, take a look. Take a look. Hey, take a look. Take a look. Hey,
I know some of you
take a look.
may be wondering,
take a look.
Why would I call a buy on go? And I'm not like that. I'll show you a little something. So we're just gonna take it over here and just show you how easy it is with our system.
Hey.
We'll put it on go. I'm gonna turn it on, and then you will see the buy. There's your buy right there. So boom, TP, easy money. It's nothing to think about, nothing to worry about. We just go ahead and get it. That was it. All right. So you just wait for your confirmations to come in. I'll show you again in case that was kind of fast. So you're probably like, I didn't get it. Well, there's your buy. There you go. We jump right in. We get it. Market pull it back. We saw it already. Let's get the buy. All right. That's it. That is it. And we also got it on the 1 minute. And took it on up. So we're gonna wait for GJ. I'm not gonna jump in. I'm just gonna wait for GJ to give me what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm sorry, I said UJ, not GJ. It's UJ. Get it together, sir. Get it together. We're going to take a look at GCAD. Let's take a look at GCAD. I mean, a couple of minutes ago, GCAD was just beautiful. Just giving us the move. Would have been a nice one to catch. Market's consolidating. It could be waiting for this news to drop. So while this is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and do some nice little food for thoughts in there.
Peace and blessings. Welcome back to the channel once again, where we talk all things health and healing from a holistic perspective, and today will be no different. Today I'm going to give you 10 of the most unhealthy foods that I'll never eat again, so I'm recommending that you should never eat again. Okay, now the reason why I'm recommending you don't eat these foods is because these foods are what are highly connected to most of the chronic diseases that most people suffer from and end up passing away from. All of us have somebody in our family, we can raise our hand, that we know with hypertension, we know that have had a stroke, we know that have had diabetes, that have an autoimmune condition. The list goes on, and all of these conditions are things that are preventable. As a matter of fact, when we look at the statistics, somewhere between 75 and 87% of all deaths globally are caused by 5 chronic diseases. Just 5 chronic diseases, 75 to 85% of all deaths. Okay, so the foods that I'm talking about, you get rid of them, you're gonna reduce your risk significantly suffering with a chronic condition, okay, and suffering with a chronic condition that could end your life early, that could decrease your lifespan, okay? These chronic conditions are preventable diseases. So when you hear people say heart disease runs in my family, when you hear people say diabetes runs in my family, these are preventable diseases. These aren't things that are bound strictly to genetics. The vast majority of what is causing these diseases to proliferate inside of families, inside of these family genetic pools, is the fact that families have the same eating habits, okay? Families have the same moving habits, okay? So it's not just that you share the same genes, it's also the fact that you share the same eating habits, the same things in your refrigerator, the same things in your cabinets, and also the same movement, the same, initial predispositions to it as well too. Because let's say, for instance, if your mother, your father lives their entire life with a vitamin D deficiency, or lives their entire life with an unhealthy gut, and then they procreate and make a child, then they have handed the child the genetics for an unhealthy gut, for a deficiency in vitamin D, okay? But that really has nothing to do with genetics directly. It's more of what is called epigenetics, okay? So again, 75% to 87%.
All right, here we go. GA entry right here. GA entry right here. All right, entry 2.00800. 2.00800 is your entry. 2.00 is her entry. 2.00 is my entry. 2.00899. 2.00899 is my TP. All right. All right, let's get back and figure out what foods we shouldn't be eating, y'all.
Of all deaths globally are caused by five chronic diseases: heart disease, stroke, diabetes, cancer, and other heart conditions, and other respiratory conditions, okay? And so these are preventable. 51.8% of all U.S. adults have at least one chronic disease, and 27.2% have multiple. So they'll have high cholesterol and high blood pressure, or diabetes, okay, and potentially having an autoimmune condition, okay? So multiple chronic conditions. And 7 out of 10 deaths in the U.S. are due to chronic diseases. So 70% of deaths in America are due to chronic diseases. So what I'm saying is chronic diseases, A, are preventable, all right? B, they're being caused by the very foods I'm about to talk about. So if you can eliminate these foods, okay, from your diet, then you not only increase your ability to be nourished and your ability to not be toxic, but you also increase your lifespan as well too. So this is hugely important. So without any further ado, we're gonna get into number one. The number one food, and I'm gonna say that this one's probably the highest priority. The number one food that you need to never eat again is ultra processed foods, okay? Ultra processed foods. As a matter of fact, when I say ultra processed foods, using the word food in the phrase is really a misnomer, because it's not food at all. And when you think about ultra processed foods today, when you walk into a supermarket, the vast majority of the supermarket is ultra processed foods, foods that are in box bag,
let me say something. Let's come here. Let's scratch this one. I'm not gonna do this one because it's a counter trend trade. I don't want to put y'all in jeopardy of counter trend trading. So GA may go up some, true, right? But the overall move for GA will be a sell. Okay. So it doesn't make sense to take that chance. Really, a better move, but we could still do GA. So I'm sitting right on a brick wall. So it may bust, it may go through. May go through. But it's a counter trender. The market is pushing in this direction, but it could possibly turn around. So now if we get a close up above this on this one, we could look good to take it up. And I don't know that in like 2 minutes. I've just been seeing a lot of resistance here in this area. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go below 600. So right up in here. Yep. Yeah, because I'm gonna just scratch this buy. Left it up there just to kind of show them, but I think we have a strong resistance area right here, and it's a counter trend trade. It looks good on the lower time frames, but on the higher time frames, it doesn't look as good. So I'm looking here. I'm gonna show you what makes me think about this. When I looked at the system, indicator we have, I want you to notice how it's going to tell me what's going on. So I normally don't have the monthly on, and I'll take the weekly off. Okay. But these here, the 4 hour and the daily, are my stronger time frames. These are my higher time frames. I'm following these. I'm looking behind these. So this is what makes me like the sell. Okay. But again, it could go up, hit this, but I'm still looking at the market coming back down and dropping here. So I'm actually going to put in this sell. I did not put in this buy, but I'm going to put in this sell. All right, let's get back to it's good healthy.
Cans, jars filled with chemicals that you only really know what they are if you're a chemist, okay? And when you think about ultra processed foods, they are associated with a 21% increased risk of all causes of mortality. What that means is eating processed foods consistently, which most people do. When you go to the supermarket, box, bag, can, jar, 20 plus ingredients, many of them you can't pronounce, it increases your risk of dying from all causes of all-cause mortality, okay, by 21%. Okay, so getting rid.
Say one more thing. Do you want to switch up on a UJ trade? We could pick another trade, carve another trade out. We've got news coming up for USD. That's why it's consolidating. So that USD got 11 minutes for that. But we could probably look at something else if you want to. Just let me know.
Rid of ultra processed food automatically is going to decrease your risk by 21%. And how many of us have heard about somebody in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s who was just fine, and then they had a heart attack and their life was over? Okay, so getting rid of ultra processed foods is probably by far one of the most important things that you can do. And also because it's associated with 32 other harmful health effects as well too by eating ultra processed foods, because it just doesn't affect your gut, okay, and ruin your gut, but it increases inflammation systemically all over your body as well too. And the unfortunate thing is 70 to 80% of the SAD diet, the standard American diet, is ultra processed foods, okay? And ultra processed foods increase cardiovascular death, okay, by somewhere around 50%, all right? So it increases cardiovascular death by almost 50%. And it also increases anxiety, depression, somewhere around 48 to 53% as well too, okay? So just think about that. You are what you eat, all right? You eat food that isn't real, then you're not gonna be able to be real in terms of like being able to rejuvenate certain tissues in the body, to be able to have blood that flows and circulates like it should flow in the body. Okay, so it's just hugely important to understand. Number one is by far, in my opinion, the first agenda item is to get rid of fake food, which is ultra processed food. So that's number one. Number two, food you should never eat again, and in this case it means drink, is liquid sugar. Okay, any beverage that is a sugary beverage, get rid of it, okay? I guarantee you, if you get rid of sugary beverages, for most people, I've seen people just eliminate sugary beverages, the sodas, the energy drinks, the juices that aren't really juice. When you turn it on the back, it's like 2 to 3% juice. Even the juices that you find in the store that are calling it fresh juice, but it's coming from concentrate and it's been pasteurized, which means that it's not fresh anymore. Lemonades and things of that nature that have a ton of added sugar added.
Take a look. Hey,
these are the
take
kind
a
of
look.
even the beverages
take a look.
that say 0 and no sugar, okay, that have these artificial sweeteners added to
All right,
it.
here we go,
Okay,
right
and
here.
say no calories.
Take a look.
All of these liquid beverages is what's leading to
Go
insulin
ahead and
resistance.
lock this in.
They're leading to elevated blood sugar levels.
Go.
And I'll tell you, the combination of elevated blood sugar levels and insulin resistance
entry is going to be
increases your cardiovascular risk significantly and all causes of mortality. Okay? So getting rid of liquid sugar is going to be
106.
another game changer that you can make as well too.
106.
Okay, so the first one, ultra processed foods. Number two, liquid sugar. All right, what I tend to drink is water, okay, coconut water, fresh juices. I make my own juices, so that's what I tend to drink, and herbal teas. That's it. All right, so if I can get fresh juice, if I can get coconut water or herbal tea, I'm good. All right, outside of that, I don't need it sweetened. I don't need my herbal tea sweetened. I don't need even my juices sweetened as well either. I mean, they have natural sugar coming from the fruit itself. All right, so hugely important. All right, number 3. Now that was liquid sugar. I'm gonna say fruit juices. Now I had to.
Okay,
That's
give me a
part
second.
of
I'll take a
liquid
look
sugar.
at AU. 1 second.
Okay, but a lot of people, the reason why I'm naming this as separate is because a lot of people are under the impression when they drink Sunny D or they drink these things that are called juices, they're not real juices. And anything that has been pasteurized or comes from concentrate is no longer what it was intended to be. It is no longer a healthy thing for you. Okay, so throw out juices. I won't even belabor that one. All right. Number 4. Number 4 is processed meats and red meats. Okay. If you go to the governing body that determines what is and isn't carcinogenic, meaning it causes cancer, I do believe it's the IRAC. Okay. If you go to them and you look at the table and it tells you what is carcinogenic, processed meats and red meats are on the same level 1 carcinogen level with cigarettes, asbestos, and plutonium. Okay, so I know that sounds crazy because in your mind you would never see, asbestos in the store, to be eaten, because we all know it causes cancer. Okay. And so you probably asking yourself, well, why would they allow it in a grocery store if they know that this is a level 1 carcinogen? It's that much of a severity when it comes to cancer. I can't answer that question for you, but what I can tell you is that it is a fact that it is. So getting rid of processed meats and red meats is going to prevent, long term, is going to prevent cancer as well too, but it's also going to prevent you getting diabetes, which is the number 1 cause for blindness, the number 1 cause for amputations, one of the number 1 causes for being on dialysis or having chronic kidney disease. Okay, so hugely important. Get rid of the processed and red meats, okay? Get rid of the meats in general, but definitely get rid of the processed and red meats, okay? Number 5, I would have to say number 5 is fried foods. And I know I'm giving you a gut punch now when I'm saying get rid of the fried foods, because everybody loves a little crunchy. But what I can tell you is when you are deep frying foods, and it doesn't matter if it's vegetables, once you deep fry them, it's no longer the healthy thing that it was. Okay, so as much as possible, you want to eat foods in their original state. So make sure you eat a lot of foods in their raw state. Eat a lot of salads, have a lot of fruits, have a lot of, vegetables in their raw state. A lot of green juices, a lot of smoothies, things of that nature. Okay, because I'll tell you, the more and more, and you should take an opportunity that when you order your food, start to take account for how much food you're getting that is fried. And I think you'll be a little bit surprised on how much of this fried food you're actually adding in. And the unfortunate thing is these high temperature with low quality oils, because most restaurants cannot afford, you've gone out to the grocery store and bought, a bottle of avocado oil. It could cost you $12, $16 just for a small bottle. Now imagine a restaurant having to buy gallons and gallons of that every day. They don't do that. They recycle the oil. And every time they recycle the oil, it gets more and more dangerous. Okay, so if you're gonna have fried foods, gently fry them, okay? Don't saturate them in a pool of grease. But I'll tell you, if you can get rid of,
Carol.
I would say if you're gonna have something fried, pan fry it, okay? And then I would say if you're gonna do that, doing a high quality, high temperature oil, like an avocado.
Take a look.
Attention.
Hey, take a look.
Attention.
Hey, take a look.
Attention.
Oils, okay? Which is my next one. Number 6, foods that these are oils you should never use, okay? A lot of people even have sun sensitivity due to the consumption of a lot of seed oils. A lot of people can't be in sunlight and they don't even know it's connected to the seed oils that they're consuming on a consistent basis. And it may not be the seed oil that you're buying at home, because you may not even have seed oils at home. But I guarantee you, when you go out to a restaurant, that's what they're using, because they're cheap, they're affordable. And I'm telling you, using high quality, high temperature oils is just very expensive, okay? So getting rid of seed oils is gonna be very important, because the way that they have to process seed oils, they use a lot of chemicals to do so. The oils are highly refined, okay? And as soon as that heat hits these oils, these oils are transforming into trans fats as well too, which are banned in other countries, okay? So it's hugely important for that reason. A lot of the seed oils are actually genetically modified as well too. So not only are you getting a genetically modified version of something in the form of an oil, but those genetically modified plants are also very sprayed as well too, with glyphosate and other chemicals as well too, pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides. And these seed oils are very high in what are called omega-6s. Not omega-3s, but omega-6s, which are pro-inflammatory. They cause inflammation in the body. And they include things like canola oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, soybean oil, palm oil, and everything that really comes from a seed. So when you get an oil, you don't want one that comes from a seed, okay? Like avocado actually doesn't come from the seed of the avocado. It comes from, the avocado fleshy part that you actually eat. All right, so that's what makes it better. And it's a high temperature oil. All right, so no seed oils. All right. Number seven is cow secretions. All right, now if you check out my book, Vegetation Over Medication, I have a whole chapter where I talk about how scary dairy is. And I know that now a lot of you are gonna wanna box me about talking about dairy, because I know how much a lot of you love sugar. A lot of you love bread. Most bread is made with eggs and, dairy. I know how a lot of you love cheese, okay? So I know a lot of you want to box me up when I'm talking about no more cow secretions. But what I can tell you is that it's not only dangerous because cow's milk in any form, whether that be milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream, the list goes on and on. When it comes from a cow, it's made from a cow, made for a cow. It's not really made for you, okay? That's the first and most important thing. All mammals make breast milk for their young, all right? All right, so that's the first and most important thing. The other thing is all cow's milk is coming from a dairy cow, all right? Now, they're not waiting until the cow gets pregnant, all right, to be able to produce milk. They are, in many cases, forcing these animals to be consistently pregnant for all of their lives to produce milk. And what that does is, a cow that is always pregnant, the nipple of the cow is constantly getting infected and is constantly being inflamed. And when that happens, a lot of that,
you like that?
a lot of what is happening is that infected nipple is now creating pus, okay? That also ends up in the dairy as well too. So infection ends up in the milk as well too. Not only that,
it's outside.
The dairy in America is banned in other countries. Dairy in America cannot be sold in another country. All right, so it's banned in other countries. That's hugely important as well too, because a lot of the cows are fed
not
antibiotics.
Puss in my cereal,
Again,
not
the
the puss.
or the inflammation or infection at the breast of the cow is creating the infection, okay? So at the end of the day, what's happening to happen, they're giving a lot of antibiotics to fight that, okay? They're also feeding these animals a lot of soy, genetically modified soy, genetically modified corn, which they're not designed to eat. Cows eat grass, okay? So for many reasons, I can go into the fact that a lot of children are allergic to dairy. 76% of people of color are actually lactose intolerant. So this leads to gut issues. A lot of kids have asthma as a result of dairy. A lot of little babies, when you're feeding them dairy and that milk is running on the side of their mouth into their ears, and then they end up with an ear infection, and you never connect the fact that maybe it's the milk running into the ear, not the human breast milk. Okay, so that's hugely important. So getting rid of cow secretions in your diet is not only going to help you maintain a healthy weight and make sure that your gut is healthy as well too, and make sure that you have a reduced amount of mucus in the body, because if you look at glue, back in the day when I was a kid, you look at the glue, on the front of the glue was a cow, because that glue is made from cow secretions. All right, so it's gonna help your health in so many different ways to get rid of cow secretions, AKA, milk, dairy, yogurt, cheese, etc. All right, so excuse the background noise. I'm outside, can't control dogs. All right, got 3 more. Number 8, genetically modified foods. All right, so if you just so happen to see on your food label, it may not say, it's definitely not gonna say genetically modified, because if you saw that, well, hopefully you wouldn't eat it, but it will say bioengineered. Okay, that's not really a true statement, but that's what you're gonna see, bioengineered. Okay, if you see that, and I see this very consistently in Whole Foods. I see a lot of products with bioengineered, ingredients in them. All right, stay away from genetically modified foods. All right, they're overly sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides. You could do your research on glyphosate and all of just do a quick search, glyphosate, and all of the lawsuits that have taken place. So you can put glyphosate, lawsuit, cancer, and do your research from there. All right, so you understand if something is genetically modified, it is going to be sprayed, heavily sprayed. And I can tell you, I know that to be true, because although my farm is organic and all the fruits that we have there, well, let me restate that, because they've told me I can't even say that anymore. Although my farm is grown naturally from seeds, nothing is sprayed, everything is grown according to nature, okay? What I see around me is farmers, I use air quotes, in hazmat suits, completely covered, head, body, everything, spraying. You see them out there spraying everything, okay? That is nothing I would ever eat. If I gotta cover up like that to spray anything, rest assured I'm not gonna eat it. And if I gotta put on that kind of hazmat suit, then it's telling me that what I'm doing isn't right either, okay? So stop with the genetically modified foods. They're banned in Europe. 28 countries in Europe, they're banned. They're banned in Japan, they're banned in Russia, they're banned in China, they're banned in all many developing countries except America. Okay, so get rid of genetically modified foods, all right? So never eat those again, all right? If you see corn and soy, 90% is genetically modified, all right? So get rid of those, all right? Number 9, get rid of alcohol. Now I know if earlier I gave you a gut punch, all right, so I know this is probably like a thump on the forehead. Get rid of alcohol. Now, here's what I'll say. I know that you have heard of studies that say a glass of wine a day is good for the heart, okay? I know that you have probably enjoyed, a glass of wine or whatever it may be. But I'm here to tell you that there are new studies that have come out that has confirmed what we already knew. That all forms of alcohol are a toxin to the body. Okay?
Take a look.
This is why when you drink enough.
All right, we just hit TP on GJ. We hit TP on GJ. We got a TP on GA. We got a TP on Go. I'm still looking for this thing to turn around and drop on GA as well. So, that being said, I'm going to get ready to bust a move, right? And give us what we need for the day. Give us that bread, that bread. Let me get that daily bread. Man, why am I not singing? Why am I sitting here with y'all trading? I need to get my life right, man. No, I got to call in on my voice. Y'all like, yeah, it's to talk, not to sing. That's cool. I can take it. All right. Word of the day.
Hey,
John
take
14,
a look.
27.
Take a
Peace I
look.
leave with you.
Take a
My
look.
peace I give you.
Take a look.
I do
Take a
not
look.
give you as the
Take a
world
look.
gives.
Take a look.
Do not
Take a
let your
look.
heart be troubled and do not be afraid. Let's talk about this for a minute. Okay. Imagine two different types of, or two different kinds of peace. You've got that peace of the world that it gives you. And then, it's kind of like Lake Michigan on a perfect, calm, sunny day. There's no wind, there's no storm. So the water is peaceful. But this peace is conditional. As soon as a storm comes, it starts blowing. What happens to the peace? The peace is gone. And see, the peace of Jesus that he gives is totally different. It's like the bottom of Lake Michigan. Okay, it's like the bottom, it's not the top. Even when a giant storm comes, right, and it's raging on top of the surface, huge waves, the water is splashing. Deep down at the bottom is still calm. It's undisturbed. Doesn't matter what's happening at the top. Down here at the bottom, we peaceful, we cool. Jesus says that he gives us deep down kind of peace. That deep down, right? Our lives can be stormy. It can be raining, winds could be blowing, we could have a whole lot of confusion going on the surface. And it just may be a big test. Or people may be trying to, argue or push us or tempt us. We might even feel sad. But in the middle of the storm, we have his peace deep in our heart. Okay? So remember, no matter what the circumstance is, hold on to that peace that you have that's deep down inside. Because, hey, it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't let it stress you out. So, with that being said, let us pray. Jesus, thank you for the gift of peace. I don't want the world's peace that comes and goes. I want your peace, the kind that stays deep in my heart. Even when my life is stormy and unpredictable, please calm my heart and take away that fear and help me trust you from this day and every day forward. Amen. All right. So there we go. Just want to, so we got a couple more minutes left. And it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Central. But I'm going to get up out of here and I'm going to let y'all go. And I just thank y'all. If y'all would like for me to share the link to this video that we were watching, I could drop that. Just let me know. But the wife and I, we like to get up out of here. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us. All right. And tomorrow we'll be here at the same bat time, same bat channel.